For Sentinel.com, this is Ira Winderman with your latest Ask Ira Miami Heat mailbag. Our first question today comes from Ryan in Seattle, who says, if Chris Bosh's current contract would have ended next summer and the Heat had cap space, who would they rather have signed than Bosh anyway? He's an NBA champion, all-star, and capable of being a number one guy in a playoff team. Miami's only concern should be making sure they're getting a player who can handle an 82-game season. Ryan, you have a few points there. The first one I want to tackle, you are correct, that if Chris Bosh was a free agent next summer and healthy, when you're looking at Russell Westbrook staying with the Thunder, Blake Griffin indicating he's going to return to the Clippers, you can make an argument that unless Durant or Steph Curry were leaving the Golden State Warriors, that Chris Bosh would be on the top of free agent lists if a free agent and if healthy. But the second part of your question is also an issue, one that needs to be addressed. Whether Chris Bosh can be an 82-game player. Look, putting aside the medical concerns, he's 32 right now. You're probably not getting 82 games out of him anyway. You're probably hoping for something closer to maybe 70 games or so. So if you can work out a schedule, maybe this season, and if Chris can return, maybe that's the ultimate goal. I think the days of Chris as an 82-game player probably were going to be over around this stage of his career anyway. Our second question comes from Jason, who says, Ira, as strange as it sounds, will Chris Bosh be the biggest addition to the 2016-2017 Heat? Well, I know that's what Mickey Arison and Pat Riley would most like to see. Chris Bosh coming back and being Chris Bosh. As Eric Spoelstra would say and Pat Riley would say, Chris probably offers more winning plays than anyone on the roster, including Goran Dragic and Hassan Whiteside. But what remains to be seen is what Pat Riley is going to be getting, what Mickey Arison are going to be getting this season. That's why I think training camp is so important for Chris to be working with Eric Spoelstra, for the Heat to get a read on what is this Chris Bosh capable of, what is enough responsibility, and maybe what is too much responsibility. And our last question comes from Sherrod, who says, Chris Bosh playing himself into condition on the court is not the same as a regular season game. He's had no contact. Sherrod, I agree. That's why training camp is so important for Chris. And honestly, with just about every other Heat player having been in recent workouts at American Airlines Arena, except for Goran Dragic, who's training in Europe and helping Slovenia qualify for the Euro Cup, I do agree that you would prefer Chris Bosh be back in Miami. Of course, there are so many questions. You don't know what he could do in those sessions anyway. If he could take the Heat's conditioning test, if he's up to contact work right now. In the end, the medical opinions will supersede everything else. But I agree, one-on-one workouts, one-on-none workouts aren't the same as NBA training camp, certainly aren't the same as the NBA season. At the end of the day, the medical opinions will be the only thing that count when it comes to Chris Bosh. Those are today's 3 questions. We'll be back tomorrow with 3 more for SunSentinel.com. I'm Ira Winderman.